Hi guys. So I had lots of thoughts to share, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how to word them. I have tried like 10 times to start this video yesterday and today. And for some reason, I'm having like the hardest time staying focused on topic. Believe it or not, I know. I actually have that problem. When I'm talking about something that I really want to talk about, it goes on to like 80,000 billion million bunny trails. So, but yeah, so I want to encourage you guys more than anything to just sometimes, maybe I will, maybe it'll come now that I'm like admitting that like it hasn't come. If you're wondering why I'm in a blanket, it's because it's freezing here right now. Kansas City decided to play this game where it was like, I'm 80 degrees outside. And now it's like, I'm 50 degrees outside. It's stupid. But anyways, looking outside at the window. So yeah, so where I've been at is lots of questions. And they've been good. I'm a fan of questions. If you know me at all, you know that I feel weird that my arms are tucked in my blanket because I normally talk a lot with my hands. It feels like I'm not being myself when I'm not talking with my hands. Anyways, but if you know me at all, you know that I ask a lot of questions. My parents, kudos to them for raising me because I'm sure I was a gem. I've always been that way. I ask a lot of questions. So, but I've noticed, I've learned to love that I ask questions, and I've learned that it's not a bad thing to ask questions. I feel like a lot of us would be like, well, no, it's not a bad thing to ask questions, but then I feel like, anyways, that's a different topic that I want to talk about. But anyways, so that's where I've been at, questioning a lot of things and just seeing how I feel. I've been having a lot of interesting conversations with friends, all different types of people I'm close to, people I randomly meet. And it's been very, very interesting. And so, yeah, it's been quite, I'm getting too much in my head. I'm not even thinking that I'm filming. So, but yeah, so it's been good, but I just want to encourage you guys, because this is where I've been at. Sometimes it's good to just stop the questions, to stop questioning, or maybe not even stop questioning. Just actually be like, the questions and the doubts, they are what they are. They're there. You can't make yourself. Just know before I say this stuff, I automatically think what other people are going to say to it, because there's a wide variety of you who I feel like I'm speaking to audience-wise on this Facebook page / YouTube. So anyways, I'll continue without thinking about your prejudices. But yeah, questions are there, doubts are there. So they are what they are, but for me, what has helped moving forward, because questions are normally a positive thing, but recently they've been more of a negative thing for me, in the sense of not actually questioning, like over questioning and over analyzing and overthinking things that I already know about myself. I already know to be true inside of me. And it's probably most likely, definitely, because I'm in a completely different place. I have picked up my life and I've moved back to a place, even though I know the place and I know a lot of the people who are even in my life. They've changed, I've changed, lots has changed. Change. So, yeah, that being that, it has presented a lot of interesting new perspectives to view things. But one thing that's helped me in this whole process of questions and doubts and stuff like that is actually just not shutting down, but just like stopping and breathing and like letting go of the questions and the doubts, whatever they are, just like letting them go. Yeah. So, I feel like there's a lot I want to say, but, the words aren't there. Surprisingly enough, they're not. So, I did though. That was funny. I just pulled out a guitar. There's a song that I wrote actually a while ago. Probably 3 months ago. Which is funny because I feel like this is what I love about songwriting and writing in general so much is when you write something and you go through a time in your life where it doesn't necessarily apply to you, or you write it and you're like, this is just a song. And then you move on and then you come back to it, or the melody itself comes back to you and you remember. You remember a part of you that was so real that was written in that song or in that piece of something or something that you make, and it's like a piece of you that is so true that you can't deny it no matter all the questions or all the doubts. And so what I've been doing lately is just the questions and the doubts are there, but instead going forward with what I do know, what is true to me, what I do believe is inside of me. And so going from that perspective, which has made me, I feel like gives me the courage to, take the next step, And, isn't that life? Sometimes we just need, a lot of times it's not the questions, the doubts, because a lot of times there's fear that surrounds a lot of questions and doubts. Fear doesn't motivate us to take the next step. Courage does. And being motivated and having that courage from wherever it comes from. I personally think it's God, but that pushes us forward to the next step, to the next thing, whatever that is. And a lot of times actually, it doesn't answer the questions. It doesn't answer the doubts, but it quiets the fear. And clearly this is just where I'm at. And I feel like this is a way more mellow, maybe mellow is not even the word, but a way more summer video than what I normally do, I feel like. I have a very large personality. So, but yeah, this is just where I'm at. And I want to be real with where I'm at and authentic to who I am. So, I'm going to play a song. It's been a minute, hasn't it, guys? So, this song, I wrote this song a couple months ago, and it's so funny how it rings so true to where I'm at right now. And so I want to share it with you guys, and I just want to be real. Since the whole point of this video, YouTube, me sharing videos on Facebook, social media in general, sharing parts of me, is to, encourage you guys to do the same exact thing, to share authentic pieces of yourself, and B, which I feel like is most important, which should have been A probably, but to have a space for myself to show the process, for me even, and for me to even look at that it's not just a bam, we're there, which I feel like a lot of us think that when it comes to something that we're really passionate about or things that we like doing, we just kind of there's this separation or whatever. And so this is really good for me to show that it's a process, that it takes time, that, clearly, but not clearly, because I don't think that we realize it that much. But anyways, wow, I feel like I'm not even finishing thoughts, but there's a lot of open-ended, not sentences, but thoughts that I've said. But anyways, whatever, this is the song. My guitar skills are not great, I'm fully aware of it, and that's actually not the point. The point is for me to just share this and to be vulnerable and to share it with you guys, and hopefully, I'll say that at the end. Anyways, this is Once Again. It's called Once Again. I finally wrote a title to a song. Write it down, because I probably will forget it. Okay. Nope, that one. When I close my eyes, I see you. It's you in the heart of a man, that I see your face again. It's you in the heart of a man, that I see your face again. And I know that you are real, and I know that you are here. Oh, I know that you are real. I know that you are here. Oh, and once again it's through these plains I know your blood, it runs right through my same veins, and your death has pulled me out from the grave. And I know that I know it's you in the heart of a man, that I see your face again. Oh, it's you in the heart of a man, that I see your face again. And I know that you are real, and I know that you are real. And once again it's through death that you pull me into the arms of the Father, where I am your daughter. Once again, oh, it's once again, oh, it's once again, oh, it's once again. Anyways, so I want to encourage you guys that I don't feel great about that song. I definitely messed up on the chords, on half of the words, not half of the words, a quarter of the words, and even the notes. And I actually don't even really like how I sounded on that. And that's the whole point of this, is to literally stop judging, stop comparing, stop thinking that there's a standard that you have to actually have in order to make something and to share it. We're obsessed. We are obsessed. We are so obsessed with having to meet a standard with creativity. It's like the most ridiculous, absurd thing, but it's like ingrained in us. And that's the one thing in life that I want to do, is to literally, oh my gosh, to unteach people that. It's like, I hate it so much. Anyways, I was just very aware of my thoughts throughout sharing that song, and I was like, wow, I hate the way I sound. Wow, I don't sound good. I don't think that people will think that I'm a good songwriter. I don't think that people are going to like these lyrics. I don't think people are going to think that I'm a good guitar player. And it's like, at the end of the day, I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap what you think about actually my skills. That's not the point of me sharing. That's not the point of vulnerability. The point of vulnerability is to open yourself and to share a piece of you that only you can share. Oh dear gosh. Anyways, I know this is a long video, and whatever. And that's not like it's old news. But anyways, I'm going to specifically share this. I'm going to upload this. And I literally thought about redoing the video once I heard that, because that was the first time that I had played that song. But you know what? I'm going to go against that feeling. I'm literally going to post this instead, in spite of all of those feelings of negativity and standards that are unrealistic. That's the word. Unrealistic and stupid. And I I really hope that this challenges you guys to do the same exact thing. You're not perfect, and we should show each other the process. We should show each other the process that things are not perfect. They're not. And it's really beautiful when you actually open yourself to that, to the process of it looking like whatever it looks like the first time. So that's, and you know what? I really hope that that song reminds you of something that is inside of you. Because honestly, that's all that I want to do. I just want to create things and encourage people to just remind them of who they really are. Yeah. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope it's been great. And if it hasn't, I hope it gets better. And you're awesome. Spend your time wisely.